Am I audible? Please confirm if I am audible. Hello and welcome to the very first class of your ACCA Financial Accounting. So in this class we are going to start our very first chapter of Financial Accounting. As we all know, in the orientation session I have told you that we have 9 sections in our ACCA Financial Accounting syllabus. That is section A to section I. So we are going to start our very first chapter from the section A. That is section A means the purpose and context of financial reporting. What is section A? The section A is the purpose and context of financial reporting. So in this section we are going to start our very first chapter, that is chapter number 1, which has a name of financial reporting and financial statement. What is chapter number 1? Financial reporting and financial statement. If you have not seen the orientation session, I'll recommend to go and watch the orientation session, so you should know what are the syllabus of your ACCA Financial Accounting and how we are going to approach it. Okay. So in this chapter we need to know what is financial reporting, what is financial statement, and what are the scope and purpose of such reporting. Okay, so let's start with the very basic, that is financial reporting. What is financial reporting? So whenever we say financial reporting, we will also use the short form FR, and for financial statement we will use the short form, that is FS. In my notes I will give you a page where I will write down all the abbreviation that I have used in the class. So for FR it means financial reporting, for FS it means financial statement. So we are going to use and refer like this only. So now start with what is financial reporting. So financial reporting is a presentation of, what is financial reporting? It is a presentation of financial data. What is financial reporting? Financial reporting is a presentation of financial data in a form of financial position and in form of financial performance. So if I say what is financial reporting? Financial reporting is a presentation of financial data. It is a presentation of financial data in the form of financial position and financial performance. Now, what is financial position? So you can also say what is financial position? It is said to be a statement of financial position, statement of financial position. In short, you can call it SOFP. It is a statement of financial position. Now we will discuss what is statement of financial position on later on in this chapter. And what is financial performance? So financial performance is statement of profit or loss. What is financial performance? It is a statement of profit or loss. In short, we can say SPL. Okay, so now come back again. What is financial reporting? Financial reporting is a presentation of financial data into financial position and financial performance, which is also called as statement of financial position and statement of profit or loss, which together are called as financial statement, which together are called as financial statements. So when statement of financial position, statement of financial or statement of profit or loss are combined together or presented together, they are called as financial statement. Now what is financial statement? It is going to be used by, it is to be used by the user of financial statement. So I have just drawn the entire chain and cycle of how the reporting is done and what does it mean. So now come again, start again. What is financial reporting? Financial reporting is the presentation of financial data in the form of financial position and financial performance. Now what is financial position? Financial position is also called as statement of financial position or SOFP, and financial performance is called as statement of profit or loss, as also called as SPL, which together are called as financial statement, which is going to be used by the user of financial statement. So the entire process of this is called financial reporting. The entire process of this is called financial reporting, that is FR. So what does financial reporting mean? To present your financial data in the form of financial statement that ultimately is going to be used by the user of financial statement. Now we will decode every term. What is financial data? What is financial position? What is financial performance? What is statement of financial position? What are statement of profit or loss? What is financial statement? And who are the users of financial statement? We will decode each item by line in this chapter. So this is the meaning of financial reporting. Okay. Now let's come to the what does financial statement mean. Now we are going to talk about financial statement. So financial statement is a method of financial reporting. What is financial statement? Financial statement is a method of financial reporting. Means I need to report financial, I need to do financial reporting. So what are the method of financial reporting? That financial statement are one of the method of financial statement are one of the method. Okay. Now we have understand what is financial reporting. Now comes to the notes and we will discuss and then read again what we have studied till now. Okay. So financial reporting. Financial reporting is the recording, analyzing and summarizing of financial data to present the financial position and financial performance of a business. So what is financial reporting? Financial reporting is a reporting of financial data to present the financial performance and financial position. The financial statements produced from this data are analyzed by the users of financial statement. This is what we have studied. The financial statements produced from this data are going to be analyzed by the users of financial statement. Okay. Now, what is financial reporting? We have studied now. Okay. This is financial accounting. This is financial accounting. So financial accounting is one of the method of financial reporting. So how financial reporting is done is to be used by the method of financial accounting. Now come again to the note. We have written that financial reporting is recording, analyzing and summarizing. Recording, analyzing and summarizing. That means first comes to the recording. Suppose in a accounting period. Now what is accounting period? We will discuss that also. But suppose in accounting period, that is from January to December, I have made hundreds plus of transaction. I have made 100 plus of transaction. So recording of all these transactions, recording of all these transactions is my very first step towards the financial reporting. So recording of all these transactions is my very first step for the financial reporting. That is called reporting. That is called recording. Okay, so recording of all these transactions becomes the very first step of towards my financial reporting. That is called reporting. Then comes classifying and analyzing, or you can say analyzing. Okay, then comes analyzing and classification. That means whatever the transaction I have recorded, whatever the transaction I have recorded in my books is need to be classified. Is need to be classified. Now what is classified? Classified means to be posted in the correct ledger. To be posted in the correct ledger. That means the income should be reported in the ledger of income. The expense should be recorded in the ledger of expense. The asset should be recorded in the ledger of asset and should be classified accordingly. So the second step towards the my financial reporting is classification and analyzing. What is step 2? Classification and analyzing. So very first step of financial reporting is recording. Second is classifying and analyzing. Then comes the third, summarizing. Then comes the third, that is summarizing. Now I have recorded all the transaction in step 1. Now I have classified and analyzed all the transaction in step number 2. Now what do I need to do? I need to do summarization of all the transaction. That is by preparing trial balance. How I will do summarizing of all my transaction? By preparing trial balance, which ultimately is going to be used for preparation of financial statement. Which is ultimately going to be used for the preparation of financial statement. We have all separate chapter for all these. We have separate chapter for recording the transaction. We have separate chapters for the classification and analysis of transaction. We have separate chapter for trial balance, and we have separate chapter for preparation of financial statement, and that too we have a separate chapter for preparation of consolidated financial statement. So we are going to study all these topics in their respective chapter. So the third step is to prepare trial balance by summarizing all the transactions. So this is your step number 3. This is your step number 3. So if I ask you what is financial reporting, so you can say financial reporting is recording, classifying, analyzing and summarization of financial data to present in the form of financial position and financial performance, which is also called as financial statement, which is ultimately going to be used by the user of financial statement. This is what is the meaning of financial reporting. I am putting the screen on full screen so that you can just have a read about the financial reporting. Then we are again going to start with the financial accounting. Okay, so let's read in within a 1 or 2 minutes, and we will start with second meaning. Okay. So what is financial reporting? Financial reporting is recording, analyzing and summarization of financial data to present in form of financial performance and financial position of a business, The financial statement produced from this data. The financial statement produced from this data. Which data? Financial performance and financial position is to be used and analyzed by the user of financial statement. This is the very core meaning of financial reporting. Okay. Okay, now let's come towards the second meaning, that is financial accounting. Okay, so now let's understand what is financial state accounting. Okay, financial accounting is the method of financial reporting. Financial accounting, it is the one of the method of financial reporting. Okay, now I'm going to use FR for financial reporting, FS for financial statement, and FA for financial accounting. Okay, so financial accounting is one of the method of financial reporting which is not concerned with the reporting to, which is not primarily concerned to the management. Suppose financial accounting is not primarily functioning for the management. Management can use the financial accounting, but the very basic and core function of financial accounting is to serve to the people who are not involved in the preparation of financial accounting and who are not involved in the management of the company. What does that mean? Suppose, read it first. Financial accounting is mainly a method. What is financial accounting? It is mainly a method of reporting the financial performance and financial position of a business. That we have understand what is financial position. It is not primarily concerned with providing information towards more efficient running of the business. So it is not a duty of financial accounting to provide information to run the most efficient running of the business. That means you cannot say that financial accounting will be responsible or has any duty towards the profit or growth in profit. It is not financial accounting responsibility or core function towards generating more efficient means to generate profit or growth on profit, because it is a method of financial reporting. Management accounting has that function. What I have said, it is not the primary concern with providing information towards a more efficient running of the business, because financial accounting is not concerned with this. Who is concerned for this function? That is management accounting. Who is concerned with this is management accounting. So you have a separate subject in your knowledge level, that is management accounting, of which first demo is going to be live by 3 p.m. today, which is available on this same YouTube channel. So you can tune in that also. So it is not the primary concern of the financial accounting to provide the more efficient running of the business. Okay. Although financial accounts are of interest of management. Financial accounts are of interest of management. Suppose management need to know how much profit they have earned, how much loss they have incurred, what are their assets, what are their liabilities. So management can use financial accounting, but it is not the primary function of the financial accounting to provide information towards the more efficient running of the business. Okay. The principal function of financial accounting is to satisfy the information need of the person not involved. What I have said, not involved in the running of business, which is not involved. So the basic function of financial accounting is to serve the information need of the person who is not involved. Now, who are the person who are not involved in the running of the business? Person not involved in running the business. Who are these people who wants to know your information but they are not involved in the running of the business? They are government, they are tax authorities, they are creditors, they are your lenders or bank or financier, they are your investors. So if I say, thus government is involved in running of your business? No, government is not involved for running of your business. But government need to know how much profit you are making. So government need to know how much profit you are making for tax purpose. And so government and tax authorities who are not involved in your running of the business is also concerned towards the information of your of your business. Same goes for creditors and lenders who needs to get money from you. So they are also concerned ki how much profit or loss you have incurred. So they are also interested in the information which is going to be provided by the financial accounting. Same goes for investors. Investors expect return. So investors also need to know how much profit or loss you have incurred. So these are the people who are not directly involved in the running of the business, but still they need the information to satisfy their information needs. Okay, so financial accounting is not committed primarily towards the financial need of the management to more efficient running of the business. They are concerned with the financial need of the person who are not involved in the business. Okay, so this is financial accounting. What is financial accounting? I'll make a summary of it. Financial accounting primary function to satisfy the need of information of persons who are not involved in running the business, who are not involved in running the business. This is their primary function. What is their not primary function? To provide information towards more efficient working of the business. Management can use the information, but it is not the primary function to provide more efficient information for the more efficient working of the business. So it is their primary function, it is not their primary function. Who are the people who need this information but are not involved in the running of the business? Are government, tax authorities, creditors, your financiers, your investors, or you can say owners, or you can say shareholders, or you can say shareholders. Now, which is the function which is primary, which is the method which is primarily concerned with the information of the management to provide information towards the most efficient functioning of the business? Is financial, is not financial accounting, it is management accounting. It is management accounting. That is a separate subject in your knowledge level. So this is the summary of FA, that is financial accounting. This is the summary of financial accounting. I am again going to put the screen on full screen mode so that you can read it once. I am also going to provide this board notes in your app or in Telegram, so you can download it from that also. Just have a read. Okay, so we are done with the reading of this summary. Now comes to the next topic. What we have studied till now? Sir, we have studied what is financial reporting. It is the summarizing, it is recording, classifying and summarizing of financial data to present in the form of financial performance and financial position of the business. The financial statement produced from this data is going to be used by the users of financial statement. We have studied what is financial reporting. Then we have studied what is financial accounting. So financial accounting is a method of financial reporting whose primary function is not to provide the information to be concerned towards the most efficient functioning of the business. It is concerned with the satisfying the need of the information of the person who are not involved in the running of the business, that is government, creditors and tax authorities, etc. Financial accounting provides historical information. Sir, what does that mean? Financial accounting will only provide historical information. That is, it will only provide the information about the transaction which already took place. It will provide information of the transaction and information. It will always provide information that are historical in nature. That are historical in nature. Now, what does historical mean? Historical means which already took place, which already happened. So, if you are seeing financials on today, that is 12th of January 2026, so it will provide you information up to 11th of Jan 2026 because they all took place. It will not provide you the information towards the coming future. Management accounting will provide you the information of the coming future by doing other by incorporating other things, but financial accounting will not provide you the information towards the future. It will always provide you the information that are historical in nature. So all the transaction that already took place, which already recorded in my books, is going to be provided to you in the form of financial accounting. Okay, so it will only provide you a historical data and not upcoming events. Okay, so we have studied what is financial reporting, we have studied what is financial accounting. Now comes to the most important part, the nature, principle and scope of financial statement. What we are going to study? The nature, principle and scope of financial statement. Okay. Now, what are financial statements? We need to understand what are financial statements. Financial statement consists 5 accounts. Financial statement consists 5 statements. Okay. Financial statements concerned 5, that is first statement of financial position. Statement of financial position, this is the same statement that we have studied earlier in this chapter, that is statement of financial position. Okay, also it will consist statement of profit or loss, either profit or loss. So statement of profit or loss. The statement of financial position is called SOFP in short, statement of financial position, and statement of profit or loss is called statement of profit and loss in the short SPL. The statement of financial position is also called as balance sheet. Is also called as balance sheet. So if you are from commerce background, then you must have heard of balance sheet. So statement of financial position is nothing new. It is the same, that is balance sheet. Okay, and statement of profit and loss is same in our school level also. Then comes cash flow statement. That comes cash flow statement. Then you have statement of changes in equity. Then you have statement of change in equity. I call it SOKI, statement of change in equity. Then last but not the least, non-financial reporting. This is concerned with the reportings which are not financial in nature, that are non-financial reportings. So what is financial statement? Financial statements are first statement of financial position, second statement of profit or loss, third statement of cash flow, fourth statement of change in equity, then last non-financial reporting. So financial statement are divided into 5 parts. We are going to study each part one by one. Okay, so let's start with the very first, that is statement of financial position. Before we start, let's look at the chart of financial statement, then we will start with the financial of statement of financial position. Okay, so this is the chart of financial statement, which has statement of financial position, statement of profit or loss, and other comprehensive incomes. I will make you understand what is other comprehensive income in the final accounts also, and in this 2-3 lines about this in this chapter. Then we have statement of cash flow, then we have statement of changes in equity, and then we have non-financial reports. So this is all we are going to understand in this chapter. Okay, so let's start with the statement of financial position, which is called as balance sheet also. Okay, so now come what is statement of financial position, or you can say balance sheet. Have I suppose, or I make an assumption that you all are from science, and you have studied science till certain standard in your school. Okay, the full form of statement of financial position has a word position, has a word position. Okay, so when you can call a position when the object is not in a moving state, when it is stationary or it is in a position of a state, is called as a position. That is, if I say I need to make statement of financial position from 1st of January to 11th of January. So is that possible? No, it cannot be possible because it has the word position. So it will tell you about the information of a particular position, not for a period. So either you can have the SOPF as on or as at 1st of January 2026, or you can have financial position as at 11th of January 2026. So what I am trying to tell you that statement of financial position can be prepared only for a particular date. It can only be prepared for a particular date. It cannot be prepared for a particular period. It is concerned with a particular date. Why? That's why it is called as statement of financial position. Position means it is not moving. It is not moving on a period. It is stationary at a particular point of date, at a particular point of time or a date. So this is a how statement of financial position means that it can be prepared for a particular date. Okay. In notes also I have written that also, that it is sometimes referred to be as a balance sheet. We all know that statement of financial position is also called as balance sheet. It is primary statement that shows the financial position of a business at a point of time. What is highlighted again? At a point of time. So what is your financial position at a point of time? That is going to be shown by statement of financial position or balance sheet. Okay. Now what does that mean in detail? Suppose this is my year. Okay, this is my year. My year starts from 1st of January 2025 and ends on 31st of December 2025. This is my complete 12 months of period. I have prepared financial statement of financial position. I have prepared statement of financial position as on or asset. Always use asset 1st of January 2025, which is showing me the building. Okay, which is showing me building my land at a value of suppose $30,000 and let at a value of $50,000. This is what my statement of financial position as at 1st of January 2025. Okay. Now during the year I have sold the land. I have sold the land of carrying value dollar 10,000. I have sold my land carrying value 10,000, and also during the year I have purchased building. I have purchased building of dollar 5,000. Okay, I can also give you the date. This is done on 1st of November 2025 and this is done on 30th of September 2025. Okay, what we are doing, we have prepared our statement of financial position on 1st of January 2025, where my building is showing the carrying amount of 30,000 and my land is showing the carrying amount of 50,000. What is carrying amount? We are going to discuss that also. Okay, now suppose this is what my position is at 1st of January 2025. Now during the year, that is on 30th of September, I have sold my land which is carrying the value of 10,000 and I have purchased building which is of $5,000. Now if I prepare statement of financial position, if I prepare my statement of financial position as statement of financial position as at 31st of December 2025. Now my building will show Now my building will show the value of building is that is $35,000 and the value of land will be $40,000. Why? Because I have made following transaction during the period. So the financial position will be of a particular date. So as on 1st of January 2025, my financial position is this. Then during the year I have done certain transaction. So because of that, my financial position as on 31st of December changes to this. So what I am trying to say that financial position will only show you the data of a particular date of a particular time. Okay. Suppose in this example only, I needed a financial position between the year. Okay. So what I have asked to my accountant to give me the financial position as on this date, that is 5 of October 2025. Now suppose, now understand, I year started, my accounting period started from 1st of January. It is going to be end on 31st of December, and I have sold land on 30th of September. I am going to purchase building on 1st of November, but the management needs financial position on 5th of October. So the management needs financial position on 5th of October. So what is my financial position on 5th of October? My financial position of 5th of October is that my financial position, that is statement of financial position as at 5th of October 2025 is my building will be shown at a value of dollar 30,000 because I am going to purchase building on 1st of November and I am giving you the financial position on 5th of October. So I have not yet purchased the building, but I have already sold my land. So the value of my land in my books will be $40,000 because I have already sold my land. So this is what does statement of financial position mean, that it will show you the information towards the particular date, particular point of time. Okay. So whatever the transaction have been done will be covered in your financial position, but what are the transactions need to are going to be done later on will not be covered until till the time you are making the financial position statement. Okay. So this is what does statement of financial position means. It shows the carrying amount of the entity at a particular date for assets, for liabilities, and for equities and owner's capital. So what does financial position going to show you? The carrying amount of the entity at a particular date for asset, liabilities, and owner's capital and equity. Okay. So now let's understand what is carrying amount. That is, suppose I have purchased a land for dollar dollar 10,000. Okay, on 1st of January 2026. Now I have purchased a land of $10,000 on 1st of January 2026. Okay, so it is going to be recorded in my books in the carrying amount of $10,000 only, where it is going to be recorded in my books. Books means books of accounts. Okay, it is going to be recorded like this. But as per the as on 5th of May 2026, as per the market trend, the estimated value of the land is dollar 12,000. You have purchased the land on 1st of January for $10,000, but as on 5th of May, as per the market information and market trend, the estimated value of that land has been increased to $12,000. But if I ask you what is your statement of financial position as at 5th of May 2025, so what is your statement of financial position as on 5th of May 2025? You are going to show your land at a value of $10,000 only. $10,000 only. That is your carrying amount. You are not going to increase your value of land based on the market rate or as per the valuation reports, because this is your carrying amount. So balance sheet will always show the information in as per carrying amount. Okay, it shows the carrying amount of the entity. It shows the carrying amount, not market price, not realizable value. Okay, it will only show the carrying amount for a particular date for asset, liabilities, and owners capital and equity. Now what is asset, what is liability, what are owners capital and equity, we are also going to discuss and understand later on. Okay, but for short you can understand asset means asset owned or resources controlled by the entity. So suppose if I am the owner of this calculator, so this is my asset. If I am the owner of this iPad, so I am the owner and this is my asset. Okay, and what is liability? So liabilities are owed and obligation owned. So if I have took some loan from bank to start this classes, so that loan is my liability. Okay, and last but not the least, owner's capital and equity. So balance. What is balance? All the assets minus other outside liability is your balance, or the how the business is financed. So suppose I have invested some of my amount in this classes. I have invested some of my amount in this classes. So that amount is my owner's capital, or you can say my equity. That amount is my owner's capital, or you can say equity. That is, suppose to start this classes, I have purchased assets worth $40,000. To start this classes, I have purchased asset worth $40,000. Okay, for purchasing this asset I have taken some loan also. That is my liabilities. That are my liability. Okay, so my liabilities are loan. I took the loan of $30,000. Okay, so I have purchased assets of $40,000. I have took the loan of $30,000. If you less that amount from the total asset, that comes to the total of 10,000. That comes to the total of $10,000 is my balance. That is my capital, the amount which I have invested, the amount which is funded by me, So this is your asset, this is your liabilities, and this is your balance or capital, or you can also say equity. See, so this is the very brief information about the asset, liabilities, and equity. We are going to discuss this in a detail in later on. Okay, so what we have studied till now? We have studied till now what is statement of financial position. Okay, now comes to the next statement, that is statement of profit and loss and other comprehensive items. Okay, suppose what does that mean? Okay, now statement of profit and loss, and there is a and other other comprehensive item. Okay. Now you can either prepare both these statement together, or you can prepare both these statement separately. Either you can prepare both these statement together in a one format, or you can also prepare both these statement separately. Okay. The other comprehensive item statement is only applicable to company form of business, is only applicable to company form of businesses. Okay. So if I am a sole trader, if I am a partnership firm, I do not need to prepare other comprehensive item statement. I can only prepare statement of profit and loss. So the requirement of preparation of statement of other comprehensive item lies only with the company form of business organization, and not with the form of sole trader, or not with the form of partnership. Okay. So these are two statements. It can either be prepared together, or can be prepared separately. But the preparation of other comprehensive items lies only with the requirement of company form of organization. Okay. Now let's read about this. This statement can be prepared either as a single statement, that is, it can be prepared together, or as a two separate statement, or can be prepared as a two separate statement. Statement of profit or loss. Now comes to the main heading. What is it? Is going to talk about statement of profit or loss. It is not statement of profit and loss. It is statement of profit or loss, because either you will have a profit, either you will have a loss. You cannot have both at the same time. So it is called statement of profit or loss. So either profit, either loss, not profit and loss. Okay. So don't do mistake like this. Okay. So it is primary statement summarizing entity's financial position. Underline the word financial position in terms of profit or loss in a year. What is the main context of the statement of financial position? It is concerned about the financial position, and the statement of profit and or loss is concerned with the financial performance, That's why while understanding and while talking about financial position, what we have wrote, that to presentation of financial data in the form of financial position and financial performance. So when I said financial position, it is called as statement of financial position, and when I talked about financial performance, it is said as statement of profit or loss. So statement of profit or loss deals with the financial performance of the business in a year or in a accounting period. Okay. Now what is financial performance in terms of profit or loss? Suppose in a year which started from 1st of January 2026, which is going to be end on 31st of December 2026, I have made sale of value of dollar 1 lakh. I have made sale of value of dollar 1 lakh, and to make such sale, I have incurred cost. I have purchased goods, I have purchased services, I have made certain expenses. So the cost of sale towards the sale was $80,000. So if I deduct this amount from my total sale, what I will get? I will get profit of $20,000, which is my profit for the year. So this is my financial performance. This profit is my, what I can say is my financial performance. In the same case, suppose the sale was 1 lakh and the cost of sale was, and the cost of sale was 1 lakh 20,000. What I am saying, suppose in the same case sale was 1 lakh but the cost of sale was 1 lakh $20,000. Then what will be the outcome? The outcome will be loss of $20,000. It will be the loss of $20,000. So this loss is also going to be called as my financial performance, because financial performance talks about both either profit either loss. So even if you have a profit, it will also called as financial performance. If you have incurred loss, it will also called as financial performance. So statement of financial performance talked about statement of financial performance, or sorry, statement of profit or loss talked about financial performance in a year in terms of profit or loss. Okay. Now, this does not concern about the particular date or particular time. The statement of profit or loss does not concern about the particular date or particular point of time. It is not like statement of financial position. It is not like statement of balance sheet, or it is not like statement of financial position. They talked about a particular period. They talk about a particular period. Suppose your year look like this. Start from 1st of January 2026 and ends on 31st of December 2026. So even if you divide your year in a quarter, so my first quarter will be of 3 months, January to March. My second quarter will be April to June. My third quarter will be July to September, and my fourth quarter will be October to December. Okay, so I can prepare a statement of profit or loss either for a quarter, either for a year, either for say annual year. Suppose for 6 months. Okay, so either I can have a profit in quarter one, I can have losses in quarter two, I could have again profit in quarter three, and I can again have losses in quarter four. So statement of profit or loss does not concern about a particular date or a particular point of time. It is concerned about the particular period. So these are separate period. Quarter one is a separate period, quarter two is a separate period, quarter three is a separate period, quarter four is a separate period. Okay, so this is my periodic period. Suppose now if I say give me the information or statement of financial performance for the first half of the year. So what is my first half of the year? Quarter 1 plus quarter 2. What is my first half? Quarter 1 plus quarter 2. So if I have add my profit and losses of quarter 1 and quarter 2, and if I get the net result, that is net profit, is this my net profit. Okay, then I have asked you to give me the information about second half of the year. So what is second half? Quarter 3 plus quarter 4. So when I added my profit and losses of quarter 3 and quarter 4, I got the net loss. So my first half was profitable, my second half was not profitable. Okay, so this is my statement of financial position for statement of profit or loss for first half of the year, statement of profit or loss for the second half of the year. Now I ask you to give me the information about the entire year, that is for a year, or you can say accounting period. So when I added my profit of first half of the year to the losses of second half of the year, I got the net result, that is profit. So if you ask me, sir, what was your financial performance, or what is your statement of profit or loss for the quarter one. So I will say my quarter one was profitable, it was showing me the profit. Then you said, sir, what about quarter two? So I will tell you my quarter two was loss making, I incurred loss. Then quarter three, I will again say quarter three was again profitable, my financial performance for the quarter three was profitable. Then again you will ask, sir, what about quarter four? So I will say quarter four was my loss, I have incurred loss. Then you said, sir, what about your financial performance for the first half of the year? So I will say my first half of the year was profitable. Then you will say, sir, what is about your second half of the year? How your financial performance was? So I will say my second half of the year was loss making. Then you will say, okay, sir, cut to the point. What is your entire year financial performance? So I will say my entire year financial performance was profitable. I made certain amount of profit. So statement of financial position, the statement of balance sheet, statement of financial position or balance sheet deals with a particular date, particular point of time, but statement of financial position deal with the entire period or for a particular period. Okay. So this is the difference between both of them, statement of financial position and statement of financial performance. Okay. So this is what does statement of financial performance means or statement of profit or loss means. Okay. Now comes to the second part of this statement, that is other comprehensive item. Other comprehensive item. It will consist items of income and expenses which are not recognized, which is not recognized in the statement of profit or loss. So whatever does not covered in the statement of profit or loss, so what is not going to be covered in this statement is ultimately going to be covered in the other comprehensive item. So suppose there are 10 items. There are 10 items. 8 got covered in 8 got covered in statement of 8 got covered in statement of profit or loss. So the remaining 2 items will be shown in other comprehensive item statement. Sir, what are the items which are not going to be covered in statement of profit or loss or need to be shown in the statement of other comprehensive item? We will discuss this on the particular chapter, that is preparation of financial statement. Okay, so just understand what are the items and what are the things which are not going to be covered in the form of income or expense in statement of profit or loss are going to be ultimately covered in the other comprehensive item. Example of it is revaluation of a property not recognized in statement of profit or loss because it is not realized in cash. So if you have revalued your asset which is not covered in statement of profit or loss will going to be covered in the other comprehensive item. Sir, what is revaluation? This is also covered in a separate chapter. So we have separate chapter for each and everything. Today we are understanding the very first chapter. So you are going to be introduced with the very new terms which is going to be understand in their respective chapters. Okay. So now again the most important part, I have written this in green color so that you just don't ignore it or forget it. That just make a finger like this so you will be able to read it. All types of business entities prepare a statement of profit or loss. All types of business entity prepares what? A statement of profit or loss. However, only companies are required to present other comprehensive items. Only companies are required to present other comprehensive items. So, statement of profit or loss is going to be prepared by everyone, sole proprietor, partnership, company. But other comprehensive items is only going to be prepared by company form of business entity. Okay, so just keep it on your mind because institute, that is ACCA, have asked this question many times in your examination. Okay, now we will study what is relationship between SOFP, that is statement of financial position, and SPL, that is statement of profit or loss. This is a very good concept to have a very good understanding of both. That is, statement of financial position shows the worth of a business at a point of time. What statement of financial position shows? Worth of a business at a point of time of any date. Okay, so if I ask you what is my financial worth on 1st of January, you will tell me. If I ask you what is my financial position on 2nd of January, you can tell me. If I ask you what is my financial position from 1st of January to 2nd of January, that you cannot tell, because you need a particular date or you need a particular point of time to show me the position where the object are at rest and not moving in a motion. Okay, now, what is SPL? Statement of profit or loss. It shows the trading activities over a period of time. It shows the trading activities over the period of time. So, whatever the sales, whatever the profit or loss I have incurred in quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 is going to be shown in statement of profit or loss. Same for first half of the year, same for second half of the year, and same for the entire year. So, statement of financial position deals with a particular point of time, but statement of profit or loss deals with the accounting period of a over a period of time. Okay, now what is accounting period? Accounting period generally a year. Accounting periods are generally a year. So if you have started the year, so the entire year will be your accounting period. But suppose the year starts on 1st of January, the year starts on 1st of January, but I have commenced or started my business only on 1st of April, so that April to December will be my financial year or accounting year, because my business only started on the April, so from April to December will be my accounting year. But for Hello and welcome to the part 2 of the first demo of ACCA Financial Accounting. The last stream was stopped due to some technical error, so we are uploading this video to resume from that stream and give the end of this class. So what we were studying? We were studying relationship between SOFP and SPL. The statement of financial position will show you the worth of a business at a particular point of time. We have discussed this, that suppose I need a position of my business, I need a financial position of my business as of 1st of January and as on 2nd of January. So there will be two separate statements of financial position. But when it comes to SPL, statement of profit or loss, it covers the a period over a time. It covers the accounting period over a time. That means that I can say what is my financial performance for quarter 1, what is my financial performance for quarter 2, 3 and 4. That can be separately and can be determined as accumulated. Suppose if I need separate performance for each quarter, so I have statement of profit or loss for each quarter. Then if I say I need my financial performance for first half of the year, that is quarter 1 plus quarter 2. So you can give me the first half of the year financial performance, and same goes for the second half. And in cut, I ask you to give me the financial performance of the entire year. So you can just add up all the financial performance of quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4 and give me the result, that what is my financial performance for the entire year. So statement of financial position will show you asset, liabilities and owner's equity or capital for a particular period or for a particular date or for a particular time. But SPL will show you in profit or loss, that is financial performance in the form of profit or loss for the period over a time. Okay, now comes what is accounting period. So accounting period is usually a year. So suppose if my financial year or accounting year start from 1st of January, so 1st of January to 31st of December will be my accounting period. But if I started my business only in the month of May, so my accounting period for that year where I have started my business in the month of May will be from May to December, because my business was not in existence on 1st of January. I only started my business on May. So from May to December will be my financial year or accounting year. But for next year, when I have already started my business, my accounting period will be 1st of January to 31st of December, because I am already doing my business. So for a year, when you have started your business, your accounting period will start from the day when you have started the business and will end on the date when the financial year or accounting period ends. Okay, so this is the relationship between SOFP and SPL. In every year there will be two SOFP, at beginning of the accounting period and at end of the accounting period. By this chart you will easily able to understand what I am trying to say. Suppose my year started on 1st of January 2025 and ended on 31st of December 2025. Okay. So at the beginning of the accounting period, that is 1st of January 2025, I have a statement of financial position, or you can say balance sheet, and same for the end. Suppose for the end of the accounting period, that is 31st of December 2025, I have the statement of financial position or balance sheet showing me the financial position at the end of the accounting period. But this beginning financial position or beginning balance sheet will be same as last year's SOFP asset 31st of December 2024, because what I am saying as statement of financial position, I am saying statement of financial position at the beginning of accounting period. So when I say beginning, that means just the accounting period has started, and what is my financial position at just the start of the period, not at the end of that day. I am not saying about what is my statement of financial position at the end of 1st of January. I am saying what is my statement of financial position at the beginning of 1st of January 2025. That will going to be same as my statement of financial position as on 31st of December 2024, and same goes for this. Whatever the statement of financial position I hold on 31st of December 2025 will be same for the beginning of 1st of January 2026 statement of financial position. I am talking about the beginning, not about the end of that particular day. Okay. So now read this line. There will be, therefore, there will be SOFP at the beginning of accounting period, that is bracket prior year end. So whatever the SOFP at the prior year end will be same for the beginning of my accounting period, and SOFP at the end of the accounting period will be for the same for the next year's beginning accounting period statement of financial position. Okay. Now, so you have SOFP at the beginning of the accounting period and SOFP at the end of the accounting period. But the statement of profit or loss will cover all the transaction during this accounting period. It will cover all the transaction during this accounting period, that is from 1st of January to 31st of December. So this is the relationship between SOFP and SPL. That is where SOFP will show you the worth of a business at a particular point of time, at a particular point of date. But SPL, statement of profit or loss, will show you the performance over the period of time. Okay. So this is the relationship between these two topics. So in this class, in this first demo, we have studied what is financial reporting, what is financial accounting, what are the nature, principle and scope of financial statement, where we have studied statement of financial position, statement of profit and loss, and other comprehensive income in brief. Tomorrow we are going to study statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flow, non-profit report, and we are also going to solve some questions which are based on today's class. So whatever we have studied today, please revise it at home so that we can solve question tomorrow. Okay. You can join our Telegram WhatsApp community on the links given on the description, so that you can be able to download all these notes and board notes for your reference. Also, please drop a comment on this video so that I can work on the suggestion or feedback given by you. Okay, so let's meet on the next class. Thank you for this class. Bye.